Hello friends, welcome to my new video on classification of muscles. Muscle can be defined as an organ or tissue and that produces movement with the help of contraction. A tissue composed of contractile cells or fibers that affect the movement of an organ or part of body. There are three different types of muscles in the body: skeletal muscle, cardiac muscle, and smooth muscle.
Human body has more than 600 muscles.
Muscle performs many useful functions and help us in doing everything in day to day in our life. Now skeletal. Skeletal system that has mechanical, protective and metabolic function. Then muscular system that helps in movement, posture maintenance and homeostasis. Now there are three main functions of skeletal system. First of all, mechanical. So they shape and support your body. Muscles attach to bones and together they enable the body movement. And second is protective function. So bones protect the internal organs, for example, the skull that protects the brain and the rib cage that protects the lung and the heart, and it also protects the marrow it contains. Then third one is metabolic. Bones produces blood cells from its marrow and the same marrow can store energy in the form of lipids, and bones also store essential minerals such as calcium and phosphorus. Three main functions of the muscular systems are movement, posture maintenance and homeostasis. So first is movement. Muscles are able to contract and relax, enabling the movement of the body and movement in the body. Then posture maintenance. Bones are not enough to keep us in shape. Muscles are essential to allow us to maintain the posture and body position. Then homeostasis. Muscle generates the body heat. When means think of shivering, keeping our body temperature within the acceptable range. Muscles are classified by three different methods based on different factors. So classification of the muscle depends upon the presence or absence of the striation and depending upon the control and depending upon the situation. Then depending upon the striations. Depending upon the presence or absence of the cross striation, the muscles are divided into two groups: striated muscle and non-striated muscle. Striated muscles are skeletal and cardiac muscle, and non-striated muscles are smooth muscle. So first of all, striated muscle. Striated muscle is the muscle which has a large number of the cross striation, means transverse lines because of the presence of thick and thin bands. Skeletal muscle and cardiac muscles belong to this category. Non-striated muscle. Muscles which does not have cross striation is known as non-striated muscle, and it is also known as plain muscle or smooth muscle. It is found in the wall of the visceral organs. Then depending upon the control, the muscles are classified into two types: voluntary muscle, involuntary muscle. Voluntary muscle is the muscle that is controlled by our will, and skeletal muscles are the voluntary muscle, and these muscles are innervated by somatic nerves. Involuntary muscle. Muscles that cannot be controlled by the will, that is known as involuntary muscle. Cardiac muscle and smooth muscle are involuntary muscle, and these muscles are innervated by autonomic nerves. Then depending upon the situation, they are classified into three types: skeletal muscle, cardiac muscle and smooth muscle. So this is a figure of cardiac muscle, skeletal muscle and smooth muscle. So skeletal muscle that is situated in association with the bones. forming the skeletal system. And the skeletal muscles form about 40 to 50% of the body mass and are voluntary and striated. So in this figure you can see very well there is a striation are present, and these muscles are supplied by somatic nerves. Now fibers of the skeletal muscles are arranged in parallel, and in most of the skeletal muscles, muscle fibers are attached to tendons on either end, and the skeletal muscles are anchored to the bones by means of tendon. Then cardiac muscle. Cardiac muscle that forms the musculature of the heart. And these muscles are striated and involuntary muscle. And cardiac muscles are supplied by autonomic nerve fibers. Then smooth muscle that is situated in association with the viscera. And it is also known as visceral muscle. And it is different from the skeletal and cardiac muscle because of the absence of the cross striation, hence the name smooth muscle. Smooth muscle is supplied by autonomic nerve fibers, and smooth muscles form the main contractile unit of whole of the various visceral organs. Thank you very much.